Hello. I thought I'd show a few more things within Nearpod to help get you started. So I'm going to jump back into the presentation I was working with in the first video. So if you haven't watched the first video about getting the Nearpod add-on, you might want to go back and check out video number 1. So within this deck, I added a new slide, and I'd like to show you how the draw feature works. The draw it feature is one of the more powerful features within Nearpod. It's the only one where you can actually convert a slide over to be used with Draw It on top of it. All the other add-on features will create a new slide except for Draw It. So I have a new slide, and I'm going to import a background. This is not going to be related to coding. I'm going to go in and I'm going to look for, I actually search for a world map. I'm going to import this background. It could be an image. It could be a series of images. Just for simplicity's sake, I'm going to insert a background of the world map. Could be a background, could be an image of anything that you would like to work with. I will keep that image and I will click Done. And I'm going to convert this to a draw slide so that perhaps students could label the continents, label the oceans to interact with this slide. So let me click the Draw It piece. Actually, I'm not going to click Draw It here. That will make a brand new slide. What I'm going to do is click Convert to Draw It down here. So instead of an Edit button, it says Convert to Draw It. Now, like I told you before, Nearpod seems to like to ask you who you are and to give permissions every now and then. So I'm going to go ahead and do that once again and allow permissions for Nearpod to interact with Google Drive and Google Slides. And it's converting this map to Draw It. There we go. It took a little bit of time. And now in your Google Slides, it's not going to look exactly like it's going to look to the kids. We'll show you that a little bit later, but this shows you that integration. And now I've converted this to Draw It. If I want to add directions to this Draw It slide, I'm going to click now Edit this slide. So I've converted the slide. Now I'm going to edit this slide. And again, it's going to open that pop-up and allow me to add my own directions. As it's loading, a few things you're going to notice. So there's my Draw It slide. You have the ability to add a piece of media, which could be an image or a video, perhaps to explain your directions. So you could video your own directions. You can type your own instructions, or you can add audio instructions, which I love for the littles. If I click here, it's going to give me all sorts of choices. An image for the kids to interact with, adding your own video, a PDF. Adding audio, I believe will give an audio slide. I can add web contact for them to interact on top of it. What I want is the audio recorder. I'm going to allow my microphone. And now I can add audio directions by clicking the microphone. Please use the draw features to label the 7 continents and the oceans on this map of the world. Now, once I save it, kids are going to be able to listen to those directions. I could type the instructions as well. Now, once I've added that audio recording, I cannot add any other sort of media. You can only add one piece of media within your instructions. I'm going to go ahead and save that slide. And when you take a look at the draw features for students, you'll see that they have the ability to draw over the slide, to add text boxes over the slide, images over the slide. They have a whole lot of options of ways to interact right within Nearpod. Now, I can also add a draw slide all by itself by clicking Draw It over here. That again is going to open up this pop-up. And just like you've seen before, it's going to give me the option to add media, to add audio instructions, to add typed instructions. So I'll just say draw the world. I can upload a background image from right here if I would like, or in this case, students will have an empty canvas, a blank white canvas to draw upon, which sometimes you might want to start with. So I'm just going to use that blank canvas. And unlike the previous slide, this is going to add a brand new slide to my presentation. So as it loads, you'll see that this slide also has the Draw It blue Nearpod banner across the top of it, but instead I have that white background. And again, I can go in and edit that slide and edit my directions, add some media, add some audio directions, whatever I would like to do. In the next video, we'll take a look at your actual Nearpod account and how to navigate there and how you can launch your Nearpods with your students for the first time. Thanks for listening.